When death stalks me, I hear Inagata Davida, baby. I'm Justin.
My final destination ended up being the toilet. I'm Sam.
Girls were hot wearing less than bikinis, got burned up in a sunbanini. I'm Jackie, and this is Final Destination 4!
3.
3.
3! Damn it!
On Stinker Madness. Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. This is a podcast about bad movies for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. I'm your host Justin. With me are always Sam and Jackie. What is a tanbanini, Jackie?
It's a tanning bed where you have a banana-flavored slushie that causes your death.
Wait, so if you're in the tanning bed, you drink the banana-flavored slushie and that causes, or is it like, we provided you with this banana slushie, but there's no room in the tanning bed, so we're going to place it on this poorly mounted wall shelf over the electric plug?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe it's Barry Manilow's specific branded tanning bed.
Tanning panini.
You have some standard tanning beds and 2 available tanning baninis.
I'll have the standard, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Destination 3, continuing Jackie's run of these. It is technically, actually, no, it's not even technically, this is Spooktober. This is the last episode before Halloween, so this is our Spooktober special. We've chosen poorly, but that's okay, because it was just a coincidence, because Jackie's gonna just, I guess, do these anyways. So it's currently streaming on HBO Max if you have that. Otherwise, you got to pay for it. Sam, go ahead and talk extensively about your huge crush on Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I skipped that part. I wasn't going to do that. My heart is broken since she married. She married one person that I'd be like, not like, oh my God, what a douche. When she married Owen Wilson, I was like, that son of a bitch. He had the right idea. Good job, sir. Sir.
Isn't he like way older than her?
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, you're like, that's fine. That seems about right.
Is it? Okay.
Not Owen Wilson. Owen McGregor. Sorry.
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor. Yes, that's why she's in the Star Wars shit.
He's way older than Owen Wilson. That's way worse.
It doesn't matter. I'm fine with their coupling. I think it's great. Obi-Wan Kenobi, and she gets to be in the Star Wars now. It was a good cast for her as the one Twi'lek lady from Rebels. No, okay. I'm not going there. You went there for me. I'm going to the most interesting thing I read about this film.
That it's the last actor one that James Wan's involved in, please?
No. The actor Chris Lemke, who played Ian McKinley, the kid that worked at the hardware store.
Yeah, I'm just going to call him the cynic because I didn't bother to know any of these names.
Yeah. He allegedly, this is what I read, had 2 full days of forklift training to operate that lift, which seems like about a day and 3/4 extra training that you would need. I'm not going to say like I'm a prodigy or anything, but I've been trained on a forklift, and I've seen a lot of other people get trained on a forklift, and it's about 10 minutes.
Okay. Now, say you were at the Home Depot, and
I figure it's a quarter of a day, right? It's like the morning. So if you were at a corporate level, I feel like they would be, you're going to be in forklift training all morning. It's going to be about 10 minutes of good information, and then the reiteration over and over again. If you need a spotter, go get a fucking spotter and don't run into shit.
I bet you it's actually longer than that, Sam, because the lawsuits. I bet you now you haven't ever worked, I don't think, for a massive corporation.
No,
like
I haven't.
Walmart or Home Depot. There is usually to just fill out your time slip. There's probably 4 training videos on just how to do that you mandatorily have to sit through. I bet you forklift training at Home Depot is probably a day and a half.
Yeah, there's probably at least possibly a full day of watching stupid shit and reading things that. But I bet that really, like, in terms of getting your hands on the forklift and operating it,
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. Also, what I thought, and I was thinking about this, like, well, maybe, because there's a lot of people, especially if they started acting really young, they're just working. They don't ever learn to drive a car. And so then I'm like, well, you know what? If you've never driven a car, it might take you a couple days to really feel confident in one of these. And then I thought to myself, if you learn to drive on a forklift, that's like the worst case scenario for learning to drive. Because forklifts are kind of hard compared to a car, and they're so different that, like, well, I can drive a forklift, and the driver's ed person would be like, oh, fuck, that's actually counterintuitive to what I'm going to teach you here. So it would actually be like, the worst way to do it would be to learn how to drive a forklift first, and then have to learn how to drive a car afterwards. And
Jackie,
maybe that poor bastard had this happen.
Jackie, you ever driven a forklift?
Well, no, but I did look it up, and it says that you have to enroll in an OSHA compliant training program. That includes both theoretical and practical components. So they have a classroom.
Theoretically, you shouldn't run this into shit.
Yeah, theoretically, you shouldn't, like, chase people around the store with the spikes exposed. I mean, what kind of theoretical shit are they talking about in this class?
Pretty weird.
And then, you know, the next thing is like, it says you have to pass all these quizzes and shit. And then they'll give you hands-on training.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so they tell you all the what not to do's based off of other idiots that have driven a forklift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, now let's see if you can avoid these same mistakes. Like running into shit, accidentally spearing somebody.
Parking it with the parking brake not on so that it knocks into a bunch of shelves and eventually kills your girlfriend. Or
driving around with the forks all the way up, causing a huge disaster, which the thing is that they have to do that because people do that. People run into shit. They drive around with the forks up too high.
I'd like to see some of that. Okay, 2 days training. That's the most interesting back end.
That was the
most.
So, also, like, this was a financial return that was about as good as the first one, but also this is the return of James Wong and Glenn Morgan, who were the X-Files guys that did the first one. Mm-hmm. They didn't do the second one, and they came back and did this one, and this one I feel like this one probably is a better tone setter because the other one tried to involve elements from the first one and characters from the first one when that shit just doesn't matter to what they're trying to do here. And they clearly laid that out. Like, this movie is just a one-up of everything in the first one where they don't concern themselves with characters or anything else. It's just, blah, you shouldn't have done that with the second one. This is what you should have done. They will depart from the series forever after this, I believe. They're not coming back. But they came back this time to be like, no, this is what you do with the Final Destination.
Okay.
It would return 118 million against 25, which the first one returned 113 million against 23. So these are really similar in terms of their returns because the second one only returned 90 against 26, which is still fine. Still very
insane. Good. Yeah, like, good Lord, these things are just cash cows, or at least the first three. Which, I mean,
they tend, and I was looking at it seems like no matter what they do, they return about 100. So I didn't look at the most recent. I should probably do that. They started spending 40 on them after this one because they had to, because that's how much they were costing. That's how much a movie cost to do at that point. But they would return about 140, 150. And so it's like, yeah, they still do pretty good. The new one, however, returned 315 against 50, but probably a huge chunk of that is worldwide, which wasn't included in the tallies of the first three.
Right.
First three are domestic only. Yeah. And this one says 138 domestically against 50, so it did about as good as Final Two.
Which it would have still done good enough to warrant a sequel because there's another one coming out in 2026.
Yeah, they're going to have to really... one of these is, I don't know that they can tank at 50 million, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a winning proposal unless the movie is so impalatably awful that viewers can't watch it.
Man.
Apparently this has set a tradition as well, because for the third time they reshot sequences for the end. They've done that. They did on the first one, the end didn't live up to the sequence at the beginning, so they had to go back and spice it up, and they've had to do that with all three of them so far. They've had to go back and do reshoots for the final sequence to get it back up to at least some level of the opening sequence, which is generally the most expensive set piece in these films.
Right.
The roller coaster itself, I thought it was the Viper or something like that. They've renamed it a couple times at Magic Mountain, at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California. It's not as the Corkscrew in Vancouver, and I was like, well, duh, this is a Final Destination movie made at the fucking Vancouver lot because it's fucking X-Files people that make these things. And it was shot really creatively because there's only a loop and a corkscrew in that one. It doesn't have as many elements as it made it seem in this one. And there's, I think, some other digitally added backgrounds that make it seem like there's more going on in the roller coaster than there was. I can attest, I've been to the Six Flags, the one that has the double loop, the corkscrew, and the bow tie. It's too much. I almost blacked out on the fucking thing. Like 8 other people, like about 50% of the people that ride it black out on the fucking thing, and they're woozy as shit and can't walk off of it. It's like, officially, that's too much. Too many G's. Most people are blacked out and barfing and falling over when they get off the fucking thing.
Sam, when was the last time you were on a roller coaster?
An actual theme park roller coaster?
A roller coaster.
I think there was a shitty one at the fair that I was probably on in like 2000, maybe 99. Okay. I haven't been on a real roller coaster since the mid-90s.
Over 2 decades is yes. Where you're at. Okay, Jackie and I were on, last time we were on a roller coaster was within 2 years. We are avid roller coasters. If there is a roller coaster within 100 square miles of Jackie and I, like the hair stands up on the back of our necks and we're like, why aren't we on the roller coaster? We're always on roller coasters. We love them. Except the one that we went on about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 in state. It's called Indiana State Park, which it's not a state park. It's just a place in Indiana that they call state park. And it's a amusement park. This thing was fast and bumpy, you know, the whoop-de-whoops, which are fine. But the safety harness that keeps you locked into the seat was too loose. For every single, so every time you did a loop, a doopy-doop, you would bounce out of your seat and then come straight down, shattering every one of your vertebrae as you landed at 65 miles an hour. And we were both, everybody got off. It was the first time we took our son on a roller coaster. He is still pissed at us for it. And because Jackie's mom won't go on any. Jackie's dad had to sit next to our son, who was 10 at the time. And his spine also shattered. He got off of it, was like, nope, I'm done with roller coasters. I'm too old.
My favorite.
Rename it the Widowmaker.
My favorite was when we took our son to Disney World, and there was this, like, I think it's called the Yeti or something like that.
The Matterhorn?
No, it's not the Matterhorn.
They don't have the Matterhorn in Disney World, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, it's the same concept with like the snow beasts and all that crap. But it goes backwards at one point. Like, it goes up and you can't see anything, and then all of a sudden it starts going backwards. And I took him on this roller coaster. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so fun, right? And we get in there. We have this picture of him, and he is screaming at the top of his lungs, clinging to my arm. And the only thing he kept saying...
tears everywhere.
Yeah, the only thing he kept saying was, I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you. And he just kept saying it over and over and over again. And I was like, he got off that roller coaster and he ran to his grandma and he was like, I hate my mom. She tricked me. She tried to kill me. I'm like,
It's great.
I was laughing.
Roller coasters are great. They're just great. So, okay.
Which that's fun if he can't handle the G-rated Disney coasters and don't want to take him to a Six Flags. He's not going to make it.
No.
Yeah, he's got a couple years on those, I think. He has been to the Six Flags here, but no, we didn't do any the roller coaster business. So are we ready to get into this thing? We're
I don't see why not.
I mean, talking to it.
We should, but just to spice up this podcast, I think we should keep iterating. The personalized stories of tanning beds.
Jackie, you ever been in a tanning bed?
Yes, I have. My parents
tanning panini.
My parents owned a tanning panini in their basement when I was growing up. So yeah, I have some experience in the old tanning beds.
Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. We are going to skip over a ton of plot exposition because this thing follows the formula so hard that to me, it's a little aggravating because you've got girl or dude goes to do something. There's tons of freaking foreshadowing. Whoa, that looks dangerous. Whoa, that looks dangerous. The thing happens. She has a vision. Bunch of people die. And then we zoom out of her eyeballs. And she goes, oh, get off, get off. And then the people that get off do. And then the people that stay on all die. It happens that way. Then they realize that Flight 180 again comes back. Hey, did you guys know that one time a kid got off a plane and then they all died? We're doing that right now. So we're just all the reveal. We're just gonna go straight into the dumb stuff and people getting killed.
I feel like this was again with them coming back to do their version of what a sequel to this should be. They even abandoned some of the elements of the first one, like law enforcement trying to get involved and make sense of it. They're like, yeah, that didn't work out enough. So we're just going to bail on that and not even do it for this one. Yeah. We're just going to up the ante on the fucking death sequences because that's all that people want to see anyway.
Right.
But they did have a draggy. The beginning is still as draggy as the first one where you're like, oh, get on with it.
Yeah. The middle's pretty chunky too. As far as because there's two elements to these. There's the vision and then there's the epiphany that death has a pattern. Those are the two things that have to be in a Final Destination movie, at least for the first three. I completely have blanked out on any of them after this. I don't have a clue what happens, and I'm pretty sure I've seen them all. So
yeah, I'm already I had to write it down because I'm like, every one of these is more entertaining than the first one. But because you watched the first one, you hadn't seen something, you remember the stupid kitchen sequence lady.
Right.
And it's not as good as any of these, but I'm going to forget all of these immediately because it's the third one of these, and I'm starting to just not care.
They should have subtitled each one of these with, Final Destination 1, Kitchen Lady, Final Destination 2, Barbecue Boy, Final Destination 3, Tanning Panini.
Tanning Panini.
Yep.
And I feel like they couldn't have done anything more to be this is much grander than the first one, because not only do we have this outlandish tanning panini business, we're going to put very long on-screen boobs in here.
Yeah, there's no cans and I want to say that there's not even that many F words in the other ones, whereas this one is if Woody Harrelson was in it.
Yeah, when they're making the first one, I feel like the producers are all going to be like, well, no, let's ride the fence on PG-13 on this one. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to prove that this is a thing that's only going to work in our territory because of the gore.
Right.
And then now that it's an established, they're like, by the way, this is a fucking R movie. show me them titties, which actually gets said in the movie. One guy comes up to them before that scene when they're on the roller coaster at the beginning. He's like, hey, show me them titties.
I wonder who the first person to say "show me them titties" was, because it's a really moronic saying. Like,
it's got to be Jimmy Pop.
I would like to see your breasts. Is like the best you could do, but "show me them titties" is just the dumbest.
No, it's Jimmy Pop. It had to be from The Ballad of Chasey Lane. If it didn't come from there, then somebody said it to Jimmy Pop.
Hey, show me them titties, Jimmy Pop.
Yeah.
Okay. So where we're at to do this is this is the carnival one, guys. If you don't remember Final Destination 3 and aren't going to be bothered to watch it, they go to the carnival and there's a roller coaster. She pulls. So Mary Elizabeth Winstead is, for the sake of my notes, I don't care what her name is. I have Gwen down. She is there with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's buddy and her boyfriend's buddy's girlfriend, who she is sort of friends with.
Yeah.
And it turns out most of it's like the high school senior day at the carnival, and the only people at the carnival are high school seniors with a class of like 4,000. Like, there's seniors everywhere.
Sure.
How does that work?
Maybe it's like not just their school, but like any school in the general area.
Then there's gonna be some fisticuffs. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
You can't go party with your football rival. I mean, there's even fuck the Bruins, the other school's team during the middle of this.
No, that was the college. That was the college.
It would be
They're saying
disaster.
Fuck the UCLA Bruins?
Yes.
Huh. Those guys.
It would be a total melee if you involved 3 high schools at one carnival.
Yeah.
The football teams would fight over who's going to take all the girls. Mm-hmm. Girls would be like, we don't want any of that, except for the girls from the one school that are definitely right. There's always the one girl that has the girls that are like, no, we will bang all the dudes. Let's
from
go.
East. They're always from East. Yeah. There's just too many seniors. But anyway, so the train or the car derails. Her boyfriend and her friend that's a girl die because they switched positions because Mary Elizabeth Winstead didn't want to sit up front, but she did. So now her boyfriend and her friend are dead from... Now, I have some questions here because later there's foreshadowing all of the Omen with how people die, use of photography. How does her boyfriend die? Like, what is the cause of death other than roller coaster?
Blunt force trauma from the fall or whatever.
I thought he fell. He falls. Right?
Yeah. Somebody else gets stabbed. There's a couple, I think, decapitations.
Maybe. But later, she is like, wait, that's how he died. And to me, it seems like her reveal is that the roller coaster tracks go through his head. But that's not what happened. Right? Anybody? Jackie's reading the synopsis of the movie.
I don't, all of these deaths happen so quickly. I just kind of remember like the end ones where, I think the football player gets cut in half.
Yeah, we'll get to all that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm right now.
Or you're talking about the vision.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about I'm not talking about the vision. When her boyfriend dies, how does he actually physically in the real world die? I think he just, the train goes down.
No, that's the boyfriend of her friend that's with her that falls. The boyfriend that she's with that sits with her friend, because they get mixed up in the seating or whatever.
Right.
I think he gets one of the decapitations or the smashed in half or something. Is he the one that gets cut in half and then his torso is just in the roller coaster?
That's her future boyfriend.
Okay, I don't know them.
I think her current boyfriend just falls to the ground and gets,
A lot of people just fall out and die.
Just fall out and die. Yeah. To me, it's not very good. Jackie's right. The roller coaster sequence is very frenetic. It's hard to have a concept of. It's just sometimes the camera moves and blood sprays everywhere, or someone goes and then they have the little X over their eyes. The editing, I think, is just really choppy. And I mean, it's a roller coaster. They want it to be fast,
Yeah.
But it's just a lot in that amount of time. However, the roller coaster, like Sam says, this sequence of this roller coaster, and it's going. It's not like there's one point where it slows down. It's moving the whole time. It's like 5 minutes. Like, there's not a roller coaster on Earth that's 5 minutes long. They're always too goddamn short.
Yeah, because gravity only works so good.
Right.
There's too much friction on the things. Like, you got, and I'm telling you, the one that it's probably only like 90 seconds of being on a roller coaster, but you blacked out in the middle of it and barfed afterwards, so it's too much.
And you stood in line for 3 hours to do it.
3 hours to get on the fucking thing.
So our cast of survivors is Gwen, her future boyfriend, a football guy who's just a total dick, a perv.
So that guy, that's fun because he gets a name in the movie because he has to have one because they all have to have first names or whatever. But when you finally hear it, it's just one of the other characters going, "Jeez, Lewis." And then the only other time he talks to him, "Don't do that, Lewis."
I like
Lewis.
I like how the actual name of that actor is Texas Battle.
Yes.
Texas Battle.
Yeah.
Weird that he didn't make it big.
The fuck do you think you are? Do you think that's his real name, like his birth name? Or
damn it, no, I gotta go.
I'm gonna be famous.
There's only so much we're gonna find out about this guy because Texas Battle did not.
Battle.
Yes, his name is Texas Quincy Battle.
Texas
born in 1980.
Quincy. Oh my God, it's even worse. Texas Battle. What? Like, her last name's Battle and Texas rules. Fuck off. Okay, so we got him. We've got the two trollops, the Tanning Bonini trollops.
Which they look way older, right? They look like they're probably 28, almost 30, but they're not. Yeah. One of them, at the time of filming, one of them would have been like 21 and the other one would have been 24, which is about where they cast for teenagers in these movies is early to mid 20s. So they're right on schedule. It's just they don't look like high school girls. They straight up look like thirsty bitches.
Yeah.
There's no better way to put it.
Yeah.
Forever 21 shoppers that are in their 30s. Absolutely. There's her little sister's there. We'll deal with that later.
Is her little sister or older sister? Because she's acting like a little sister, but then she says something to her over the bracelet. I was like, well, when are you coming back? Like she's already in college or something. I couldn't figure out whether or not she was supposed to be older or younger. In real life, she is younger by a year, so they're about the same age. I will say this I didn't put this in the front end, and I needed to point this out. That is Amanda Crew that plays her sister, be it older or younger, and I have to mention the amazing, if this is true, she gets all the props because that horse drag sequence, she did that stunt herself. They couldn't get a double for her.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good for her.
If that's true, she is like, when anyone says I do my own stunts, like she's up there with Tom Cruise on own stunts because that's a very dangerous fucking stunt.
Yeah, getting dragged by a horse is a fucking dangerous stunt, man. Anything could happen. You have literally, it's not like you're on a rail. You could go anywhere. I mean, the horse is trained, but still, like ski-oring, there's a reason why you don't ski-or behind a truck. Yeah, the truck's in control, but you're not. Okay, so everybody dies. She wakes up, and blah 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 happens. There's memorial. Oh, we forgot about the cynic and his girlfriend? Question mark. I'm not sure what their relationship is, but they both work at Home Depot.
That's his girlfriend.
Okay.
They love each other, I guess.
I guess.
So much that they get to like get a couple's job later in the movie, which is like, that's a thing that you can do. I've been trained properly on their forklift, sir, and I will accept your job provided that we're a package deal and my girlfriend has to work here too. Both of us after hours when no one else is here, and we're definitely going to work and not just screw.
So when I worked at Hastings, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it's like
we've talked about it many times on the podcast.
Old video store. Anyway, I actually worked with my boyfriend there.
Nice.
And we did screw at the Hastings.
Ew, I've been to that Hastings.
I feel like there's Hastings just had a vibe of people who've screwed there.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was pretty common. Like, the employees would date one another and everybody was screwing in the Hastings.
I don't think I ever screwed at work. Like, I dated at work, but I don't think I ever screwed anybody at work.
In my defense, I was in my early 20s and stupid.
That's kind of a bummer. Man, I had a lot of opportunity for it, too. I mean, like, not because I was cool, but, like, I had a cool job. You know, I was a courier. You're going into a lot of different office buildings. You could just, like, I mean, you're in high-rises. There's tons of places.
Yeah.
Man, what a lame-o. Okay, so, blah, blah, blah. They're all sad, trying to figure it out. The Trollops, we'll just jump to them. They go to the tanning bed, and the door. So there's a guy that works there, and he knows them pretty well. Apparently, they're in their fake bacon all the time. And he's like, yeah, you guys could just do whatever. You guys know the routine. So he goes outside to yell at the mafia. Because that's the conversation he's having.
Girlfriend, he's got a new girlfriend.
Okay.
And she talks on the phone too much, is what he says. So he can't use the counter phone because his boss will be like, get off the fucking phone. She talks too much. So instead he just leaves because his boss is totally fine with him just leaving his post entirely and having nonsensical conversations with his new girlfriend on a cell phone.
Yeah, outside.
Out back.
That has an automatic locking door. Like if it's shut, the door is automatically locked, even though it looks like it's got a deadbolt on it.
Put a note on the door and locked the front door himself. Mm-hmm. And then has decided to keep the auto closing door to the back open with sunscreen.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually if you've worked at a place, you've gone out back before for a smoke, and you've got a little kickstand for the automatic closing door, locking door.
Sure.
But he just uses a bottle. I mean, I'll give the movie this. That is exactly what would happen if you propped a door open with sunscreen. You're locked the fuck out.
I was expecting a slip on this, and it never happens. You want someone to slip and break their neck because of all of the goopy. It's like coming out all over everywhere. You're like, oh yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. This guy doesn't have anything to do with it, and he's going to slip and fall and die for no reason. Then it doesn't happen.
Gwen's going through her photos during this time, and she sees the Trollops, and they've got the camera exposure. What's that called, Sam? Where you get the red tint to the film?
What do you mean, like when it's overexposed, or
is that overexposure? I thought overexposure.
So it's
was
overexposure. When she's got it, because it's a digital camera. So in digital terms, it's blooming when you're
blooming,
overexposed.
Yes, blooming.
So all of there's several people who are blooming in the photos or whatever.
So the Trollops get into the bed. They have to listen to CDs because they forgot to bring their iPod, which I was like, oh yeah. This is in the before time. God damn, I hate you smartphones.
Like all the iPodders, and there's one guy over there. It's like, I got a Zune.
I'm on Zune.
Doesn't fit in anything because it's too big. But it has like 512 kilobytes more than your iPod.
Yeah, that's like 10 more songs, asshole.
Yeah.
So the shelf that the CDs are on is shitty. It pops out of its little wall mounts, a little bit. They have a drink in the room that they're not supposed to, and the condensation melts onto the regulator for the tanning bed heat, I think is what this device is.
There's exposed conduit and fireboxes.
Yeah.
Just on either side of these tanning baninis.
I don't know if that's work.
Fire marshal didn't inspect this.
No.
This is when they got their occupancy permit, they went willy-nilly. They're being pretty footloose with the rules here. And this is what had happened probably. If you were so cavalier with your electrical work.
So the tanning bed, the baninis get too hot, and so that kicks on the AC, which then blows the coat rack into the dislodged CD shelf rack, which then falls in such a manner that it pins both of the lids of the tanning baninis closed.
Yeah. It does. This doesn't work physically. So there's like one plank that's holding both of them. Either one person could push the up and it would open still. There's nothing on screen that convinces me that they're locked in there.
Right. But they do. They get trapped in, and all the baninis get too hot, and like so hot that it explodes the protective glass from the lights, the lenses, and then they eventually catch on fire and burn up.
Yeah, they burn. They like, and I'm like, well, no, that's not it. Also, you were there. You had overexposed burns and broken glass. That's enough. They're gonna die. But no, just like the robot spiders and Tom Selleck gotta burn them after you kill them 3 fucking times. So they do that.
Maybe it was just an incredible coincidence, and they both spontaneously human combusted at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, these don't seem like girls that fart at school. So it could be that they were holding in their farts too, which also caused the fire.
Or they were just so full of high-proof Russian vodka that they burst into flames.
That could also be it.
Okay, where are we going next? They're dead. They have a funeral. Everybody's kind of douchey about it.
I think that they actually, you couldn't do it, but what I would, this would be my favorite movie ever. Instead of them catching on fire or some of the other stuff like it, maybe they just like pass out because they're drunk. And the thing gets turned on too much and it cooks them all the way that way. No broken glass, no anything. And then he finally figures out how to get back in there after having to like go around town and get keys, and they've passed out and they've been cooked to death, and they're just in there for like an hour and a half before he gets in there, and he opens it up. And instead of a human body, you just have like a giant hot dog that's been split down, open down the middle, like it was in the barbecue too long. And he's like, oh no. Then I'd be like, yay.
I guess the prop department couldn't find a hot dog that big, Sam.
They were like, that's going to cost at least $48,000 more than we have to do.
Yep.
That's an expensive weenie. I'll be honest. Sounds delicious though. Okay, so the funeral. Gwen and her new boyfriend. They're standing down in the graveyard, and the wind picks up, and leaves blow around, and it's scary. Scary leaves.
Yeah, and so they're assuming that we know that the wind means the death's here, and they're just rushing past that. They're rushing past a lot of the stuff they didn't like in the first one, like the funeral sequences aren't long and boring as fuck. They at least wham bam these things and get us to the next. Yeah,
the first two, the funerals are sad. This one's like the cynic guy is like, dude, that's bullshit, preacher man. You're an asshole. And then the football guy's like, this is boring. I'm gonna go play video games. Go. Yeah.
And then pervert guy makes it all about him. He's like, if I would not have pushed them to be so beautiful. I'm like, dude, you had no fucking chance. You're gross. You need to join a rock band or something or become famous, because no chick like that is ever gonna bang you.
I think that guy was right up those thirsty. They were not quality thirsty women, Jackie.
Speaking of joke rock bands, he would have been fined had he followed He's the type of guy that needs to take the advice of the Electric Six's album Switzerland. I am the man, I buy the drugs. As long as he has plenty of club drugs, chicks like that are going to love him.
Yep. They're lining up. He's doing just fine.
You're right. I stand corrected.
With that caliber of trollop. He could never get the top level trollops. But these are probably C-list trollops. So I think he's fine with them. They have do you guys remember the fucking thong thing? I mean, not just the thong song, which is fucking crazy that ever existed. Like, we all forgot about it, and then I heard it on a TV show. I think it was Resident Alien, and I was laughing my ass off because the thong song is so fucking stupid that it should have never happened, but it did, and it was everywhere. But you guys remember the fucking thought where you, like, trollops would wear
juicy velour
juicy
sweatpants with and then the thong had to be like
hip huggers.
If the tramp stamp tattoo wasn't enough to guide your entry in, there was a secondary horror sign that was the G-string rising above the velour juicy sweatpants things.
The juicy ladies were the force in the trench of the Death Star. You had the target, and then you had the handles, but you know, Luke, you shut off your targeting computer. I know what to do here, guys.
Yeah, I don't need a targeting computer for this one. It's that I can make this one in. I've got it.
It's like shooting womp rats in Baker's Canyon.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Red leader, womp rats aren't this big and obvious, sir. In fact, by telling me that my targeting computer is off, you're already wasting my bang time. Stop it.
Okay. Here we go. So this movie, while they're revealing that Final Destination is happening, they also managed to tell us that Lincoln was Final Destination and 9/11 was Final Destinationing.
It was
Lincoln.
Like I wanted the guy, Kevin or whatever his name is, to just look at her and be like, okay, now you're fucking reaching. Seriously?
Seriously? Fucking Lincoln? Are you kidding
Lincoln?
me?
There's a crack in the photo. He's like, no, that's from your printer, you fucking idiot.
Oh my God, he was killed by Kodak photo paper. It says right here. These words went through his head. And then a shadow of a plane on the
I mean,
towers.
Like, that's right where he got shot in the head, and it's a line across his forehead, and John Wilkes Booth is like, I am afraid I shot him in the back of the head.
I shot him everybody knows I shot him in the back of the head.
But
I mean, it's like everybody knows.
The photo makes it look like, though, like he got chopped in his head.
Yeah, like a scalp. Like, shook.
Yeah.
Like, just the top of his lid came off. The whole top. It doesn't, it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. Yeah. I could not believe that they did that shit in this one. It's probably the dumbest part. Let's see here. Where we got? Okay, they're doing the order of death thing. Oh, the drive-through. So we gotta find the next guy and stop it. So they decide to stop for hamburgers, which happens several times in this movie where they are like, we know who's next. Take a break. I don't know, cards? You want to do some cards right now? So they go to the fucking drive-thru. And the perv guy, I didn't even make this connection. I thought it was just some random dude. But the perv guy is in a fucking Fiat 124 Spider in front of them at the drive-thru. And so they're having discussion, blah, blah, blah. And Gwen looks in the rearview mirror, and there's like some guy moving a couch into his apartment, and he forgot to put the brakes on the moving van, and he's like, oh shit, it's rolling down a massive hill, and starts building momentum, and she sees it, and she's like, we're gonna die.
After a guy in a moving van just backs into them like the moving 3 times, like they slap the back of it, and he stops like, oh, there's somebody back there. And then they don't ever show the driver, but the only way that this is going to work is if he just is like, okay, I forgot what it was. Let's back up again. And then he just keeps backing up, and then he hits him, and then he stops
into a
for a while.
A drive-through.
And then is like, nope, I'm going to back up more. And then backs into him again and finally traps him in there. And you're like, Jesus Christ, buddy.
They have
what are you doing?
The doors of this Chevy 1500 against a drive-through building. And like the drive-through guy nobody's being like, dude, you just totally rammed your truck into our building. Like, nothing. They're just, oh no, now we're trapped.
Yeah.
Now
they're like, oh my God, we're trapped. And the driver's like, well, I think this is my perfectest backup job ever. And then the guy in front of him that we don't know is Dick Face is not paying attention to any of this, but the people that are behind him see all of it.
Right.
And he's not doing anything except raging because he doesn't have any nuggies yet.
I mean, the guy does back out, though. He saves himself.
To save himself. Because here comes the fucking moving van. They kick out the glass of the windshield.
Also, the way that the moving van is edited is great.
It's
because
silly.
You see a guy driving a minivan down a hill, starting to come down a hill, and then it cuts to the whole backup thing, and then she looks back, and all of a sudden, the guy is outside waving his arms, chasing it, and it's rolling down the hill. Like, how exactly did you pull that off, sir?
I'm telling you, man, he forgot the parking brake.
He decided to just get out of a truck once it was on a hill.
Yeah, once it was on the hill.
That's the only way to do this.
He's moving into that one house there. So they knock out the windshield. They jump out the hole and get out just as the truck plows into the back of his truck. It can't. None of this happens. None of it. It's so stupid. It is so stupid.
You want to make the joke about the strength of the 350 Chevy and they won't quit and that, but it's too stupid to even do that because the fan just keeps turning after the engine flies out of the car, and then it lands and like the RPMs go up so it can fan this guy's head off.
How it happens is the bumper of the trucks takes some impact, and that dislodges the drivetrain from the transmission.
Yes.
All the bolts shear off, all 10 of them. They're big-ass bolts. Then the engine doesn't go forward because here's the thing. There's a fucking big old, it's not the clip. They call it, I can't remember what they call that thing. That it's the radiator mount. It's like it holds your
there's subframe in the way.
It's a big ass subframe, and plus you got the radiator there too, and then the front of the truck. So the engine had to levitate through the hood, then shoot forward into the guy's head. It's insanity, and I loved it.
And it stays running strong. The heartbeat of America.
Like
Chevy.
a rock.
Yep.
Oh, like a rock. You got the guy with the sparks falling on him and like wiping the brow. And oh, yeah, fucking that was America, buddy. We lost it. We lost it, Sam.
Did we just find it again by making those trucks $110,000?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Fucking street cruisers that you can't actually do any work in because your fucking insurance will double if you put a dent in it. God damn it. So stupid. Stop buying fucking trucks. Idiots. Sam just bought a truck.
I just bought a truck.
I like trucks.
It's pretty good by gas mileage for a truck, though, so I'm good.
Well, you know what I noticed, Sam, is that when I was looking at a Toyota that I thought was pretty cool looking, the gas mileage wasn't that much off from my SUV that I currently have.
I bet
your SUV gets shit gas mileage.
It gets shit gas mileage. I bet my Taco kicks your ass in gas mileage, and I probably have more power too when I decide to put it into sport mode.
I bet you do.
There's like there's Lamborghinis that get better gas mileage than your car, Jackie.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it would make, like, our engines are about the same size, but I bet my turbo is 3 times the size of the turbo that you have in yours, and that's the difference there.
This is riveting, though. Okay,
it is riveting.
So the fan goes into the back of the dude's head and goes chop, 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 and he's dead. And they're like, the whore. He doesn't get a funeral or anybody to really care about him. So they go back and look at the photos. Oh,
there isn't
what?
Anything. Like, this is just, all right, see you later, guy.
See ya. Clean up on aisle 4. We'll leave it for the drive-through guys.
Does double down again on this is R.
Mm-hmm.
In case you forgot from the tits that were on screen for way longer than you thought they were going to be, this is, by the way, gore R, because after this all happens and they're looking around like dumbfounded that this stupid shit happened, like the fan kind of kicks over one time and his head falls off and you're like, whoa, it's really bloody.
I really have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Why did you tell everybody that? Now, I'm not going to edit that out. It's too much work.
That's fine. But if I don't go now, I might pee my pants. So, excuse me, listeners. I will be back in just a second.
She's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where the hell are we? Okay, so they go back and they look at the photos, and they're like, no, that's not how that guy died. See? He's just... does nothing to do with anything. Okay, well, we'll skip that for now. And we'll go and look at that football guy. Then in the he's playing, what's that? The strongman. There's got to be a name for this device where you have the hammer, you hit the thing, and the little slidey thing goes up and goes ding and hits the bell if you're a tough guy.
It's like a hammer bell or something. I'm not sure.
It's a string. It's got it. Have you ever done that, Sam? Have you ever done that at the carnival?
No, I've never seen one of those.
I've never even seen one either, and I've been to lots of carnivals. It's rigged. It's got to be rigged, right? If you don't do it, or it's got to be super easy. So, like, you got to be a total weenie to not be able to do it because everybody's ding, ding,
it's
ding.
It's rigged.
It's got to be rigged.
So, yeah, they can do that. Like, there's probably a foot pedal that makes it to where some kid can make it happen, but then the resistance gets turned up so that a big strong guy can't get it to go. I don't know. Yeah. I've only seen the shenanigans of that in a movie.
That's true.
I've never seen one of those in person to even speculate on how stupid they are if they actually exist.
So they look at his photo. He's doing that, and behind the hammer smashy thing is another ride, and it's got a sultan, I guess, with crossed swords, and they're like, wait, that's the mascot for our high school. I forgot about that.
The whirling dervishes are the mascot for their high school?
That's what's on their clothes later. Is a sultan.
So the whirling dervish is a dancer, and that part of it's like Azerbaijan area, right?
Okay.
That's where the whirling dervishes are from, but that's not what it says on the sign. It reads something completely different that I wrote down. I thought it was like whirling dervish or some crap. Like they fucked it up. It wasn't.
I think you're right. I think it was twirling dervish. Which is not a thing.
I guess I didn't write it down, but yeah,
I think it's swirling dervish.
Yeah.
Nice job. So they're like, oh my God, that football guy's at training camp right now. We got to go. See you later.
Swirling. They wrote swirling dervish.
Swirling dervish. Okay. They're like, he's we got to save him. I'll see you tomorrow. They make plans to go tomorrow. Yes, it's late at night. I understand that. But you just said he's at camp for like death camp. You got to go now. Okay, I'll pick you up at what, like 10? You want to sleep in? So they go to this gym where he's at, and it's pretty silly. This gym, there's all sorts of OSHA problems, like all over the place. Dudes are grunting all over. They're chanting to each other. Not like, you can do it, buddy, but like, yeah. And they repeatedly say, fuck the Bruins.
Fuck the Bruins.
You guys are in high school. Well,
no, they're saying fuck the Bruins because the Bruins didn't extend him a scholarship.
He's in high school.
Yeah.
So
well, they should all actually be gone because school's out, right? The weight room is closed.
Right.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Like, you don't get to continue going to high school if you're pissed that the Bruins didn't take you.
Yeah.
Also, if the Bruins were looking at you at all and you got rejected, guess what? You're probably still going to land at a pretty solid fucking football school, asshole. Mm-hmm. You might be going to Michigan, dickhead.
Oh, wait. Like, if they didn't make UCLA, it's like, oh, no, you're going to be fucking playing with David Carr in Fresno. You're going to be fucking fine.
You're going to be... What the fuck, man? Fuck the Bruins. Dude, you don't care. The whole school's now pissed at UCLA. I don't think, like, 3 of those guys are probably going to UCLA. Maybe not on scholarship, but they're going to UCLA. Can't be pissed at the Bruins. God damn it.
And then, so the Bruins said no to me, so what we're going to do, guys, is get a taxidermied bear. We're going to put it in the weight room for my anger. We're going to put a t-shirt on it, and we're going to just yell, fuck the Bruins a lot while we pump iron.
We're going to get a taxidermied bear.
Hey, man, I found a taxidermy bear one time. That's right. I'm back. I found a taxidermy bear one time at a antique place. They wanted $500 for it. It looked
That's it. That seems low.
Great deal.
Yeah.
You should have bought that. I
asked you if I could, and you said no. What are you going to do with a fucking taxidermy bear? And I was like, dude, we can
put it...
What
the fuck are you going to do with one?
Of course I know what... You put it in your fucking house and go, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, you told me no.
Yeah, but it's so big.
But it was...
I don't know about that.
It looked just like the one in this movie. And I wanted it so bad. And it sold by the time I got there the next time. Because I was like, okay, next weekend, if it's still there, I'm going to buy this goddamn bear. I don't care what Justin says.
Maybe we were broke or something. I have no recollection of that because right now in my head, my answer would have been absolutely, and then I'm probably going to flip it for $1,500 because $500 for, like, you can't buy a fucking bear rug for $500, let alone a whole fucking bear.
Yeah, this thing was
awesome. If you flipped it, before you flipped it even, you would have had to just put it, like, it had to live in your house for X amount of weeks before the flip, and like 1 week at a time, the last place there should be a taxidermied bear, there would be a taxidermied bear for a week. And if somebody came in, they're like, what the fuck? Why would you put a bear here?
And eventually, I would have ended up putting a Lions helmet on it and like a Jared Goff jersey just to fucking, fuck the Bears. Fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears.
Good times. Those have been good times that I just had in my head. Like, man, I wish that had happened.
Could you even imagine, though, you could put it in the guest bathroom, like in the shower, and so people go in there to use the bathroom, they turn on the light, and there's a bear in the shower, like, oh my God.
There's a fucking bear in the shower. Good thing you were already in the bathroom, because you just pooped your pants.
Oh my God, so awesome.
Okay, so anyways, this guy dies at the gym. Gets his head smashed because they have actual swords hanging above their gym equipment at a high school
that are clanking and loose every day, all day for hours, and no one does anything about it.
Yep, and it cuts some safety line on...
Which wouldn't work. The cables on a fucking weight machine are really stout cables that a shitty sword wouldn't cut.
I like this whole thing, like his head gets smashed and it's pretty gruesome, but like I didn't like this one, even though it's kind of like it just, because it just didn't make any sense. Like what the hell? I don't understand what happened. I don't like it when that happens. I need to know.
I personally like this one because I thought that they had skipped him in the order, right? Because like the swords didn't get him. But then when he lifted up on the machine and then it came down and smashed his head, that was just awesome. It was so bloody and gross.
It was gross.
I liked the reaction shot of them when it happens, where they just get like hit with the blood and they're like, ugh. That was pretty funny.
I got a pretty good got a pretty good reaction coming up here, because now they go to the cynics that are working at the Home Depot, and they've got blah blah blah. Dude manages to enable a rogue forklift, which starts.
He also
bonking into
doesn't
things.
have a good grasp of his job, because she's like, okay, we got to move these 2 crates and then let's go. So they are allegedly almost done. But instead, he doesn't move any crates. He like does a bunch of shit that doesn't involve forklifting. And then he goes over and he just starts cutting some wood on a panel saw.
Just uses the panel saw to start cutting wood in the middle of the night. That's customer request time. You don't just use that.
Well, at first he tells her, well, I've got to get rid of these pigeons because the boss says that they're setting off the security alarms. So he's over there shooting pigeons with a nail gun with no compressor on it. So I'm pretty sure that it doesn't actually work.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
I didn't even think they had a battery one at this point in 2006. They might have, but his dumbass wouldn't get to use it because it was probably as expensive as that fucking forklift at that time.
Yeah, right. And they also don't work that great. So
you need a fucking air compressor, otherwise the nail gun sucks.
Yeah, the battery powered ones I don't think do 10 penny. He's using 10 penny nails, and
he was using 6. He might have been using. Yeah, he wasn't using 16s. They were. Either way, it had the compressor attachment on the bottom of it that wasn't hooked up. It does not. Yeah. They were like, nobody knows how to use these, and then like half of the people in the town that they're in Vancouver and everyone in the Western United States of America is like, well, no, we all had to use one at one point. That's not how those work.
So the rogue forklift is going around. It's bonking into things. Gwen saves him at the last second, skipping him in the line as shelf debris falls to the ground and piles onto them, but they're okay. But then something. How does the chickie die? I mean, I know
she slips in some stuff that got spilled in a barrel, and she slides backwards into where the nail gun was set down. And then apparently the trigger has been wedged on. And so she repeatedly bangs her head backwards on the nail release that you have to push, because it's a 2-part thing on a nail gun. You push the trigger and then you press it against the board. And that second press in is what actually shoots the nail. But at least on screen, they show what would have to do that is her repeatedly banging her head backwards on that release. And then she shoots herself about 8 times with a nail gun.
And every time she shoots herself, she goes, ow, oh, ow, 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 ooh, ow. I laughed my ass off. What the hell? Because they're penetrating all the way through the back of her head, through to the front of her face. They're coming out the front of her face.
Eyes.
And she's
like,
going,
ow, I'm a total.
Ow, ow, ow. It's through your brain.
Yeah. He's like, stop banging your head. And she's like, I can't. Megadeth's on.
Oh my God, it's dumb. So blah, blah, blah. The sister comes in, takes the bracelet, and then she sees in the picture that the sister, the bracelet's in the picture. My sister was on the roller coaster too. I gotta save her. Where is she? Hey, I think she's on her way to the town fair fireworks show / Revolutionary War reenactment / barbecue / pony show.
It's a tricentennial.
Yeah. It's like,
which is what?
Hooray, our town was born on this day.
300 years ago.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam, because I was going to say 30 years ago, but that could not have been right.
Their town is
They're saying that their town is 300 years old.
That seems improbable.
It does seem improbable. Unless they're in Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're not.
No.
Okay, weird. We are the town of Roanoke. Huh, all right. I didn't know this was at Plymouth Rock. Okay, so anyways, Ben Franklin's there. This whole tricentennial thing, to me, It looks awesome. Like, I want to go to this. Like, this seems cool. There's like a guy, they have a forge there. There's a blacksmith making horseshoes at the fair. Like, this is total dad stuff. Like, this is just, oh my God, every single dad that's here is losing his mind. Oh, it seems awesome.
All the hot dogs you can buy.
So if you like that, you would like Silver Dollar City because you can actually make your own knife there with the blacksmith.
I don't want to make my own shit. I just want to wander around as manly dad stuff is happening around me. Like, whoa, look at that. Oh, whoa, do that. Whoa, look at this. And then, while stuffing my face full of hot dog. Like, it's the type of show that I will leave when the fireworks start. Because like that's when the dad stuff ends. Yeah. Like, everybody, I'm done.
There's a booth that just has a guy installing a garbage disposal.
That would be so cool. Very informative.
Yeah.
They have that. It's called YouTube, and you can just go on YouTube. So anyways, they have a fucking cannon.
Yeah, there's a cannon.
And there's cannon balls. It's fucking nuts, dude. Oh, man. So a cannonball rolls over, knocks over the support of one of the truck beds.
Truck bed trailer painted like the American flag.
That is chock full of fucking mortars.
Yep.
Well,
it's not
they
anchored
bought
to anything.
So many that they had to do that. They had to get auxiliary truck bed trailers and fill them up with mortars.
Well,
we gotta load those? Nah, just leave them in there.
They put a 2x4 there to hold up the trailer.
Yeah, that's it. That's not gonna work. Foreshadowing there. There's a horse. The fireworks go off. The horse gets spooked, and it pulls up. It's held into the ground by a stake. Also, not how horses are tethered. Like stake? No, you. Okay. And so it runs off. Stakes flying all over the place, still attached to this rope. It grabs the sister by the throat and starts dragging her around. And Gary, the boyfriend's like, shit! And he grabs a revolutionary sword out of some reenactor and cuts the rope just before she's about to go into a tool that is just nails welded together.
That's a hay thing.
A hay thing.
It's the same way that there was one of these in Friday the 13th Part 4. It's like a thresher, maybe?
Yeah.
A thresher. Why would it be there? Is this also a farming
I'm not
show?
sure. Doesn't look like they're doing any crop work.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not right there. But she doesn't get killed by that. And they're like, wait, who were you with on the roller coaster? You had a friend. And then the horse is like, ah! And kicks a flag right through her friend's chest. And then she slides down the flagpole.
It's a don't tread on me flag.
Yeah, right? It did. It treaded on your guts.
She doesn't even get a name or anything. She's just like
get a name,
Asian friend.
Or a line. She's dead by flag. Okay, then Gwen, she puts it together that she's going to get killed by McKinley because she was wearing a McKinley shirt in her death photo, and that's the last name of the Senate guy.
If your last name was the same name as the high school that you went to, I feel like if I was as much of a dickhead as this Senate guy, and there was another high school in town, I would go to the other high school.
But then they would hate you because you're McKinley. Be like the Bruins. Like if your last name was UCLA Bruins and you got rejected by the UCLA Bruins, you'd be pretty pissed. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Steve. What's your last name, Steve? I am Steve Washington Cougars. Washington State Cougars. Sorry, I screwed up that joke.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
How dare you? Okay, so this McKinley guy, he shows up and he's like slinging mud, like, you're gonna die. Like he's there to kill her. Is the language that he's using, but he has zero motivation to be there at all.
I think he feels like if she dies, nobody else is gonna die. Okay. But that's the thing, is that they've tried to make up, and I guess I'll say this really briefly. It seems like they're trying to make up rules that aren't quite the rules from the first one.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So he's being a dick, and then that trailer that became dislodged shoots fireworks, and he dodges them, and he's like, haha, see, I'm out of the line. But that caused the boom crane behind the I mean, it's a fucking boom crane. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they have that there, but it falls on him and smashes him. And
I'm kind of like, yes.
It cuts him in half.
Yeah. It smashed him so hard that he, like a bar of soap just went, half of him just went.
Yep.
Well, he was a dickbag anyway.
Yeah,
Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
Lisa, you have teared me apart. 5 months later, Death, I guess, had some other stuff to do for a while.
Well, the retirement home was piling up here and there across the world, so he had to go take care of some of that stuff.
Probably dated Claire Florini for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd do. She's on a subway, and she's got some new friends, and this movie, the whole time we totally skipped over this because I didn't have it in my notes, but every time she hears look behind you, oh, there is someone walking behind you, turn around, look at me. I don't know what that song's called. I'm guessing it's called Turn Around. It's from the 60s. It's a pretty good jam. Every time she hears that, that's when somebody dies. So now she hears it on because there's a one of those street guitar guys playing it in the subway. And then she starts seeing omens in the ads that are on the subway, like, oh, shit. And I'm pretty sure the driver of the subway, the operator of the subway line, makes an announcement, and I'm pretty fucking sure it was Tony Todd. Okay.
So the voice of... There's Tony Todd's... The voice of the dispatch or whatever on the subway. He's also the voice of the devil, and I think there's one other, like... It's coming for you or something. So Tony Todd does some voiceover work at 3 different spots in the movie.
He does appear in this film, I'm going to say.
Yes. Which is one of the things that they think needs to have happen. Tony Todd at some level.
Yeah, it's weird that he's still never really made the connection that he's a part of Death's plan. He just was a mortician, was like, you want a sandwich in the first one? Like, it's a weird, like he's part of this franchise. I don't know. It never really gets established, but yeah, he's here.
So I just looked it up, and he's been in every single one of these.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh. Well, now I just feel stupid.
Did you just look it up on our last episode? That we covered one of these?
You know what? I have to go to the bathroom again. I will be back at the end of this podcast.
Then her sister gets on board, and Kevin, her boy, like that guy, like, oh, I was gonna stop by, but I was at the football game, or I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah.
And there's a rat eating a candy bar, and it like then touches the third rail. I guess there's live wires that it zaps itself on, which causes one of the little line shifter paddle things to move over, and the train's like, shit, I can't run, even though it's still train tracks. I don't know how I was supposed to take a right. Now I'm taking a left. I'm going to crash. Yeah. And it derails. Bodies start flying everywhere. She's pulling the boyfriend back from a window, and he just gets splattered against the wall. Her sister gets hit with a tire iron or something. She comes in half. I don't know what that thing was flying around. And then it crashes, and she lands on the train tracks, and her legs are all busted up, and she's like, oh, and then here comes another train up. Also, there's like 30 bodies of people that aren't part of Final Destination laying around her.
Yep. A lot of people died.
Oh, but it's just
and
a
everybody
vision.
Everybody on the train that hit her, because
it hits her, they're all dead.
They're gonna crash into the other train. It's the worst subway disaster in the history of the United States of America.
Because of Pizza Rat.
And there was like some asshole that saw something and didn't get on that train, and it's just gonna happen again somewhere else.
These things are dangerous. Okay, so it was all a vision, and they try to stop it, and
but it's not, because it's gonna
credits roll.
They're gonna die.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my first question: is this better when there is no way to escape? It's just gonna get you eventually. Does that make it better than one where you can try to cheat it?
Then you don't have a plot. You might as well just line them up and shoot them.
That's what this movie does, and I think it works better because that's all they're doing.
Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, no, I disagree. They've got to have something to do. Like,
besides die, we're here to watch them die. And that's what the Larson and what's his face are doing this time, is being like, this is all you want, so here it is.
I don't know, man.
Plus some tits.
I think I'm gonna go with the sexy lingerie thing. Like, which is better? You know? Yeah, you want to see those titties, but hey, you got to have the mystery. There's got to be something to do. You got to have something to take off, right? I don't know. I think they got to run around and be we're gonna get away with it, because also that leads like to more stupid stuff, like the whole fucking Lincoln thing. I don't know, man. That's a stag film, is what you're talking about, Sam. Well, go watch one of those Mexican dark basement movies.
What?
But I'm assuming that they're from Mexico. I don't know. Stag films. Probably
snuff films.
It's snuff films. Stag films is
stag films are just ladies without shirts on.
Yeah, snuff films. Thank you. Yeah, I'm assuming those are filmed in Tijuana. Probably. I don't know. But I don't know, Jackie. Do you think that Sam's right? That it works better if they just have no trying to avoid death?
Well, they can try to escape it, but there's just no escaping it. Versus like 1 and 2, where there's a loophole and what's her face makes it out. That you can try, but eventually it's going to get you. And also, like, you're going to die eventually anyway.
Well,
so.
It's going to get all of us. That's the thing. What happens if Final Destination liver disease? Oh no! I'm done.
Final Destination 7, enlarged prostate.
Right. AIDS. Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole premise is stupid. Period. So, might as well make them be dumb people. I mean, I get, and the cynic guy even says stuff like that. Like, well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah. Well, that's the. I don't think that because they don't have to know that there's no escaping it. Only we do. So they can be as stupid as they want, but ultimately, everybody's going to get it.
Okay. There can be no survivors in a Final Destination movie, is what you're saying. It is
and I think that's what they wanted to say here. I don't know what happens after this, because I haven't seen this one before, and I haven't seen any of the ones that we're going to watch in the next however many months before yet either, so it's all going to be new to me.
Yeah, well, that leads into my question. Fix the setup and the exposition so it's not dull. Do you just skip the exposition and the setup? I mean, because this is stale. By the third time I've seen this setup, it's a vision, and like it's dull.
It's stale.
I'm over it. How do
we
you
need
fix
something?
It?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out in 4, I guess.
Do you just not do the vision or the deaths pattern thing at all? It's just like a guy goes down. Hey, we're all dying in this weird order.
Yeah.
Run.
I'm not sure. And I don't have a positive contribution for this because I hate these fucking movies. And I feel like this is about as good as you can do with one of them. Even
Jackie,
though
do you have any
I was
hot takes?
checked out a few times.
Hot takes from Jax?
I kind of wonder where they're going to go from here too, because I haven't watched anything beyond this one. So
okay.
I don't know if it's going to, like Sam said, it's going to take a different turn, or if they just kind of realize like, you know what? They're here for the blood.
This
gore.
is the formula.
Yeah, this is the formula.
This is it. Let's just stick on it.
Yeah, they're here for the blood and guts. Let's just do this.
But if
possibly
it's just,
some titties.
Yeah.
If it's just over and over and over again, person has a vision, pulls people away from death, and now death's trying to chase after them, and so it can complete its pattern. And then discovering death's pattern and working backwards from your vision over and over and over again. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to start struggling with these. I'm
going to start struggling with them because I didn't like them to begin with.
But
I thought it was like, you're like, how can you do this 6 times? I'm like, how can you do it once?
Maybe there is a point where these kind of turn and then they get real, real awesome.
They're going to have to.
They're going to have to do something.
You can't just have Brian be a cop every movie. You can't. You're going to have to do something different with Brian. It's just not going to work if you keep doing that. Final recommendations, unless Jackie's got any questions. Questions, Jackie? Oh,
I got more questions.
Favorite. Oh, okay, sorry.
But there's more questions before favorite death.
Favorite death, yeah.
So one, how rich is she?
That's what Jackie said.
Because she has her own PC in 2006 and is in high school.
Yeah, and it's not
That's
just
$1,000 machine right there.
It's not just any PC; it's an Apple. So
Jesus Christ, she's rich.
Yeah, it's like a $2,000 computer in that at that point.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, question 2. The Ohio Players ?
Rollercoaster.
Because that's not the Chili Peppers read up. These girls are listening to the Ohio Players.
Ohio Players, absolutely.
In
correct.
A tanning salon.
The thirsty bitches are listening to the Ohio Players.
The Ohio Players. I mean, they're not. These girls have their finger on the pulse of rhythm.
They are either at this point in time, they're listening to Toxic by Britney Spears or the latest System of a Down album. No, not System of a Down. Some new rock or new metal because they went to a party and the boys that they think are cool listen to that.
What would you do though? Like all of a sudden,
Nickelback?
Travel back in time to 2006. A woman with this appearance and the juicy velour sweatpants, whatever. You're like, I don't
fucking
like
Cisco.
you. I can't get
She's
along
fucking
with
listening
you.
to Cisco.
And she's like, well, we're gonna go to the party. You just want to ride with me? And I'm like, fine, whatever. And I get into her car, and the Ohio Players are on. I'm like, I have misjudged you, ma'am.
This is the Twilight Zone. Am I about to die? Are you going to kill me? Because this does not make sense.
Are you my future ex-wife? Is this what's going to happen here?
Oh, wait, you don't like the Ohio Players? Well, here, I've got some cool in the gang.
You're like, what the fuck?
So I was hanging out last night, and I was like totally doing my nails, and I decided to watch Art and Garfunkel in New York in the park on YouTube. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Citizen Kane all the way through? I think it's really interesting. What the fuck?
Yeah. You're like, you get back to her apartment. She's got a copy of The Economist on her coffee table. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, my God. But then still like bullshit. Like fucking like the picture of
like a 50-50 split of nope, you're a hard pass, and or you are not. You make no sense. There's a rip in time space right down the center of your bathroom.
It's now ripping my brain in half.
Yeah.
What was the question? Ohio Players.
That wasn't really a question. It was Ohio Players ? And that's our answer.
Hilarious. Jackie?
So if they would have lived, do you think that the high school football guy and Wendy would have gotten together?
No, that guy was a jerk.
He didn't know anything besides football.
No, not the one that got his head smashed, but the one that she was palling around with.
Oh, yeah, totally. No, I think they banged in this movie.
I don't think they did. I think that they remained reluctantly. I don't think they liked each other at all. They were only circumstance brought them together.
Yeah, which is when you bang. That's like, speed.
Nah, she doesn't seem like that kind of girl. He doesn't seem like he's smart enough to be able to put those moves on. I'll be honest with you.
I think it's real bad sex, like real bad. But I think that they porked, like maybe maybe dry hump, maybe a little dry hump. They are in high school, So, but yeah, man, that's the sexual tension from being chased by death. You have no choice, according to Sandra Bullock. You got to get it out. It's not going to work out. But you got to. Speed rules.
Mm-hmm.
Huge Keanu Reeves boner when he gets her off that bus. He's laying on top of her,
Fear boner.
Except for it's Officer Jack Travis, so he doesn't have fear in him at all.
Doesn't have fear boners, he just has raging boners all the time.
Just boners.
This is just a standard rock solid boner that I have constantly. I'm Jack Travis.
Oh God, that movie rules. It fucking rules. Oh man, best movie ever. This is not. Let's get into final recommendations right here. Oh, favorite death. Sorry, I'm gonna go nail gun. I liked the ow 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 thing, even though it was really stupid. Like I hate the nail gun bit deaths. They suck. But this was funny because she tried to bend Kingsley her way while having nails shoot through the front of her face. Damn.
I'm going to go with the don't tread on me flag because she's just like, I'm in this movie. I'm not in this movie. Who cares about me? You're gone. You're flagged to death.
That's a good one.
I mean, you want it to be the booby ladies, but it takes so long and they catch on fire and it kind of ruins it.
Yeah, it did take too long. Jackie?
I'm going to go with football player that gets his head smashed with the 2 weights.
Okay. All right. There you go. Final recommendations on FD3. I'm going to go first. I did not like this Sam. I think it's a waste of time. Not because it's a Final Destination movie. I thought that the formula and everything you argued that made this, that you're saying makes this one of the best ones that you've seen, I think ruined it completely. I just didn't, I didn't enjoy it. I thought it was passé. So I'm going to give it
too formulaic.
Yeah, very too formulaic, and it's fine either way. If you're sick on a Sunday, don't. There's other things you can watch. Sam,
I can't say don't if I gave the first one a do because this is superior to the first one in every way. Or I think that it does refine itself. I also think you're right. I think it sucks. I think all of these movies suck. I hate them. I hate them so bad. And this is a perfect object in its shittiness. So I will be surprised if this is not the best one in the series for me. When I'm looking on the outside, looking in a bunch of movies I hate, I can point at this one and go, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is superior to any lead actress in the film by looks and performance. The deaths are crazy, zany, over gory. There's naked women for no reason for longer than I thought there was going to be. Everything sucks, but at least it didn't waste my time. I didn't tune out. I was almost tuned out a couple of times. I was tuned out a lot in the first one. Yeah. This one moves better. I know what I'm getting. It's like I went to McDonald's and got a double cheeseburger. There was no surprises. I went to the Final Destination store and I got this shitty thing, but I know exactly what it is, and it's this. This is the one for me. I like this one better. I hate it, but I like it better than the last two.
Jackie?
I kind of thought this one drug ass.
Okay.
In between the deaths, it just wasn't... I really think that the first one nailed it, and that this one just didn't have that same. It was more gory, but didn't have that same like hook. And so there's something missing in this one. So I'm going to say don't. Just watch the first one.
Huh.
Really?
So
I think the second one's better than the first one.
I think the only thing that this is missing, that the first one doesn't have, is me wanting to punch Devon Siwa in the face for an hour and a half.
There's that.
And I didn't enjoy wanting to do that.
Bugs flying in and out of Ali Larder's mouth that she can't close.
Yeah.
But see, the other thing is this one, it kind of takes itself seriously because it doesn't have the exploding child by barbecue and his arm flaying on mom's plate. Like, it's not... It doesn't have the fun to me. It just is like these people are it's straight loose. It's just a Friday the 13th movie to me. That's not good.
Shitty Scream.
Yeah, shitty Scream. It's shitty Scream. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we all have different feelings about this whole franchise. Jackie thinks the first one's the best. I think the second one's the best. Sam thinks the third one's the best.
Yep.
So I am excited.
I hate all three.
But I am excited to see what the next couple bring. But I will break in November and December I'm going to try to find a Turkey Day film for.
You're going to fail.
I do every fucking year, but I still do it.
No, you do not.
And
okay, we got to move on.
Hey, don't cut me off.
Wrap this up.
I will also be picking a Christmas film instead of the Final Destination. Okay, now you can go. Go.
Okay. We've got a couple streaming do's and don'ts I want to talk about this week, starting with a movie I watched last night. It's got a lot of buzz. It just started streaming on HBO Max, starring Julie Garner, who I'm 50-50 on if she's actually legit or not, and Josh Brolin, who I am pretty sure is awesome. But this movie is not. It's Weapons. I fucking hated this piece of shit and gave it 3 out of 10, and it's got an 81 Metacritic score.
Yeah, it's making some noise in this is pretty good movie land. I've heard about it.
I don't know what the fuck people are even talking about. So it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, which a 2 hour and 20 minute horror movie better actually fucking say something. Like, when you put a timeline on that, you're not keeping people's attentions by throwing them off roller coasters. You can't do that for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay,
if you're making a people off the roller coaster movie, you're talking about 90 minutes. That is the market of people that want to see that movie. I'm talking, God damn it, and I'm not done yet. If you're doing 2 hours and 20 minutes in a horror movie, you better be doing a psychological horror movie. Or something that tries to make some sort of a subtext statement, that you have to try to figure out what the director is saying, like The Shining or something like that, or even The Exorcist. This, which is fine. That's what I signed up for. And after 2 hours of going, boy, I really can't wait for the metaphor to be revealed, because at first, you've seen the previews for this. It's the children running into the dark and Julie Gardner being like, oh, what? And Josh Brolin being like, oh. And so I keep waiting for I'm trying to figure it out. I thought maybe the children running off into the darkness was a metaphor for like school violence, school shootings, because it's one classroom. All the kids are missing except for this one kid. I'm like, okay, this is a metaphor for school violence. It's a little too on the nose, but I'll go with it and see where they go. Nope, not that. Okay, the parents, all the parents of these children end up becoming zombies staring at the TV. Okay, maybe it's like a Fox News thing that they're like warping the people's minds. No, it's not that. So I wait for 2 hours of this fucking piece of shit, only to have it be revealed that it's just a fucking witch. It's just a witch who has no motivations. It's never exposed what her motive. She just takes kids, puts them in a basement, and they just stand there. They don't die. They just stand in a basement. That
happens at the end of the fucking Blair Witch
Project. That's it. And I'm like, wait,
so
what the fuck? 2 hours and 20 minutes for this?
Well, thank you for saving my time. I'm never going to watch this now.
I would drive to Boise and smack the remote out of your hand if you ever were like, I think I'm going to watch Weapons tonight. I am saving you from that, Sam.
Okay.
It is bullshit. I couldn't believe that it was just a fucking with no motivations. None are ever exposed. And like only one person dies from her actions. It is bullshit. I was so fucking pissed. And 81, like if it'd just been treated appropriately by the critics, like giving it a 6 or something, I would have skipped it. But 81, oh, that must say something. It doesn't. People are fucking nuts.
No, when you said
do not do
2
weapons.
hours and 20 minutes, I immediately like, is it as good as The Shining? Because I'm not going to watch it if it's not.
It's, I mean, 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10, Sam. It was bullshit. I couldn't fucking believe it. I just lost my mind. So don't. Next, also streaming on HBO is something that Jackie and I both watched separately, and we are going to, I don't know how she feels about it. I'm still confused, but I regret everything I said on the year in review last year. And actually, this one I could do that this year. It's 2025. I'm not sure.
Now, yeah, it was one of those that did like a Cannes release and a this year release, so it could have gone either way.
Yeah. It is leaps and bounds my favorite movie of the year. Absolutely is The Substance, starring Demi Moore. Believe it or not, like if you've seen the previews for this and you're hearing me say it, like you're like, what? Movie of the year from Justin? Like, I'm sure her acting was great. Maybe it said some stuff about like, the meanness of Hollywood and aging women and how, like they're not allowed to work because they don't have the bodies of a 20-year-old anymore. It starts by saying that and then goes to places that nobody was fucking expecting, especially me or Jackie. Like, it is madness where this movie goes and not at all what the trailers lead you to believe. And the thing is they can't. If they'd shown what was going to be, what the movie actually was in the trailers, you're done. You're absolutely, that's which is why I can't say very much about it. But I will say, this is the only thing I didn't tell you, Sam, is after seeing it and then watching a bunch of it while Jackie was watching it, I've seen it almost twice. It's as if Paul Verhoeven wrote the script. Sam Raimi did first unit and Dario Argento did second unit.
Wow.
That's what The Substance is, which does not represent what you have been told about The Substance. Mm-hmm. It's bonkers. It's madness. Absolutely fucking brilliant. I loved it through and through. Just genius fucking movie. Jackie.
So I watched it yesterday and I have been thinking about it ever since. Mm-hmm. It is haunting. It is brilliant. It is fascinating the way that they have this character development going on. And Demi Moore, like, I don't know. I've never been a big fan.
I've never been a big fan other than Striptease. Everybody likes, well, our listeners like Striptease.
Striptease is good mostly because Robert Patrick's awesome in it, though.
Right.
Yeah. But, like, this might be her best film.
100%.
I mean,
100%.
She sells this like nobody's business. I mean, it is just, I like Justin said, you can't really, I don't even think that they knew how to advertise this movie, because if you advertised it for what it is,
if it's got a twist. And he compared it to a movie in his text message to me.
It's not a twist.
That he's like, this is the most since the skin that I live in, and it's like, now I want to see or hear nothing about it. Just walk in clean, not knowing a damn thing, and watch it, because that's how you have to do the skin that I live in as well.
I would agree. Like, if Justin would have told me anything more than you really need to watch this, it would have ruined it for me.
Paul Verhoeven, written, directed by Sam Raimi, first unit, Dario Argento. That's not actually who did it, obviously. The guy is written and directed by a guy. Fucking put him on a pedestal. Now, normally I don't talk about Oscar movies on this podcast because, Stinker Madness. Why am I talking about it on Stinker Madness? It's my favorite movie of 2025 so far. But this isn't a movie starring Demi Moore. You should go see the fucking Demi Moore movie. This is a movie that is for the listeners of Stinker Madness. I mean, I can't give anything away, but Paul Verhoeven might have wrote it, type thing. you should probably watch it, even though what you have seen, Demi Moore's sad because her career's ended. She takes some goop. She gets some goop from Gwyneth Paltrow, and then she's sad about it. No, it's beyond that. It's for you. It's for everybody that listens to this show, and I can't believe that it exists. That's what I'm going to say it's a do. Jackie, do?
Absolutely do this one.
Okay. That's your show. Next, in 2 weeks, will be my pick. Sad news, Sam. Air Force One is not currently streaming on any
care. Hold
service.
on. No, if it's on fucking Vudu, we're doing it. I don't give a shit. Do not care.
I looked it up last night.
God,
I looked it up last night. It's not. I was going to do Air Force One to get out of this. I can't.
I am so angry right now.
Yeah, me too. I really want to be done with the flyhards, but I'm not choosing another flyhard. It's just not going to happen. However, the movie I am choosing, I already forgot what is. It is called, tentatively, it's called Driving Force, and it's currently streaming on Prime, starring Sam J. Jones, Catherine Bach, and Don Swayze. So check that out in the next couple weeks, and we'll be there. Have a great 2 weeks, guys. Get to the chocolate.